Okay. Today's going to be a great test for my noise canceling software because the leaf blowers are at force today. Okay, hello and all welcome to the stream as I click on the appropriate windows to get things going. Thank you all for joining me. Hello, Sasami-chan. Thank you for the intro. That makes me look like I just broke out of prison or stole a car of some sort and am building furniture on the go. So yeah, there's that. Still a great intro. Not putting it down based on what it says. Um, okay, so today, oh, I forgot to turn on something. I'll be right back. Okay, back. So I've got my fan going now. I forgot I could turn that on now because of, noise canceling. Woo! Okay, let's see here. But we just finished up the roof section today, so I might play around with the camera and get it more, matching this screenshot here. So let's see if we can do that. So click on the camera. Okay, camera's highlighted. Let's move this back. Let's grab that and okay. That's kind of neat as I pull the camera back here. Okay, that should be it. Okay. That gets about the same image in frame here. I even get the bottom of the other lamp, which is what was going on here. I still find it interesting that in the pony, I should say in the screenshot, the rope is dripping down, even though the weight of this lamp should be pulling this rope taut. So yeah. Um, let's see here. So yeah, I think that shows more of what's going on here. And what's really funny is in this, you can see the ladder in the lower bottom right corner here, which means this ladder is back over here and is rotated like this. And by looks of it, it's right about here. So that's what the ladder looks like. So the ladder is floating off in this little spot in the actual real world of the scene. So I find that kind of funny. Okay. But what I am going to do is I'm just going to hide the ladder for now. Okay, and so we got that, got that. D D D. I need to add little lip things here, which won't take long at all. Is there anything else in this scene? It looks like there may be a tiny bit of a shelf in this window, which I do have a small tiny bit of a shelf here, so what I'm going to do to make the camera work a little bit better in this, I'm going to do this, actually, do this, cursor to selected, excuse me, view, align, like that, so I can zoom out a little bit here. Yeah, I got a little bit of a shelf. I can put a small cup, which shouldn't take too long to build, and I don't think I actually need to build a texture for it. I can just make two different colored polygons and well, it's more like make two materials and bind them to the same object. Yeah, for if you were turning this into a toy, you would figure out something to do up here. But I'm not like to that stage yet. I'm still actually building what is displayed there. Once I'm done like doing that, I can move on to that. So let's see here. Looking at this. Okay. So let's work on building this little cup that's in frame here. Okay, we have what I'm guessing is 3 pencils, because this one's definitely a pencil. This one's definitely a pencil. This one I'm questioning because it doesn't have an eraser or a tip, so it could be an unsharpened pencil, or it could just be a ruler. We just don't have enough detail on that, so I am just going to go with another pencil. So what do I want to build first, the cup or the pencils? I'm gonna go with the cup. So let's move over to here. And pan this over to here. Yeah, I can see that. This is interesting. Just looking at, I guess it's because of the edge split that these little spots here are sharp. So that's interesting. Okay, so let's zoom out. Okay. Ah. Okay. There we go. Okay, so whoop. And what do we do? Click cursor there. Change this to wireframe. Cursor there. Is it doing that thing where it's projecting the cursor onto the world again? Surface project. So, okay. There we go. Now cursor to grid. There we go. Now okay. Just the top. Add. Let's see, do I want a circle or a cylinder? I'm gonna go with a circle. Okay. And now to isolate it just to the object I'm working on. Okay, we have front, we have left, and top. Okay. Now do that. And d. Okay. So let's extrude this out. Okay. So let's see here. Does that feel about the right height? Yeah, that's about the right height. Okay. Well, yep. Let's try that again. Okay. That feels about right, but we need to now move it up. That's close. Let's try one more. Yeah, that feels good. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Lots of burping today from me. I apologize. Okay. Trying to remember. There's some like buttons you can hit to like select rings or select linked loops. Edge loop. Nope. Edge ring. Nope. That one. Nope. And a nope. Okay. That does the whole thing. Okay. Because this is all about me learning Blender. Do I have to select two of these to do loop thingy? Yeah, I have to select more than one because then it gives it an idea. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to extend this, and then we're going to shrink it down. Zoom in here, shrink it down some more. And then, I believe it's under vertices. Yeah, if you want like a uh, when you build a game, you shouldn't like think about making it for boys or girls. You should think about making it fun. I mean, when you're writing a story, it's good to have a female perspective if the story is being written about women, girls in some way, because it's good to have their life experiences help inform the story so it's more authentic to that point of view. But the gameplay itself should be designed around what's fun. And if you want a girl's perspective on that, also ask a girl what they find fun. Multiple girls, in fact. I mean, a whole group of them. But don't design it specifically to be a young girl's game. Make the game good, and if it happens to appeal to young girls, then cool. If not, cool. Okay, let's see here. I am looking for. I know there's a. Maybe it's mesh. Okay. Merge. There we go. Merge at center. There we go. Now I have a bottom. Wow, does that sound weird out of context? Okay. Now let's see. Where did yep, there's a. Okay, so I have selected all. Now I should be able to extrude and scale. Let's see. That looks like a pretty thin cup here. So let's go one in. Move this up. Let's just select this top section here. Grab it. And okay, apparently I accidentally hit the rotation key. So let's grab it again. And Z is the axis we want. Okay, so that puts that there. So I think the best thing to do is to do that. And then select these and grab them. Also make sure it's the Z-axis. There we go. Now those two are all matched up. Oop. And there we go. One cup. Okay. Now, this cup's going to be two materials. Ah, dust in my eye. Okay. So let's see here. I also need to set it smooth. So that shift. No, that's safe. Okay. That does that. Okay, so I actually want to be under object. Yeah, smooth. And then we want to add a modifier. It's split. And there we go. So now we've got these nice sharp edges, but we also have the smoothness you expect from a cup. Okay. I want all age open world sandbox MLP game or a DC Superheroes Girls on par with Arkham series. I think I have that right. I think the perfect like gender neutral game, at least from my perspective, um, would be Minecraft. It's pretty gender neutral, especially if you are like, if you're a very creative person, you just kind of hang out in creative mode. But if you're a person who likes to like build things but also fight the elements, you can do survival mode. If you really want to go extreme, you can do hardcore, or you can just turn it down to easy and just build stuff that way. I kind of prefer normal and just building stuff because like I just enjoy gathering materials and building stuff out of those materials. Okay, let's see here. So, just out of curiosity, are you actually hearing the leaf blowers at all? Just checking. Okay, because there's one that's getting really near right now, and I have no idea if the AI filter is catching it or not. Because I don't hear um, myself coming back through the stream because I have that muted so I don't get weird echoes that drives my brain a little wonky. Okay, let's see here. Got that, got that. Now I need to go back into the materials here. We're going to add a material. Okay. And you're not hearing any leaf blowers. That is cool. That means the AI filter is doing its job because they are like right on top of me right now. There was weed whackers earlier and that was fun. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I'm looking at the mic. When I go quiet, nothing's being picked up. That's great. I found this completely by accident, this AI noise reduction software, because like Discord just added a noise filtering feature that uses AI, and for the heck of it, I was like, oh, well, that one costs money if you want to use it outside of Discord. I wonder if there's an open source version of this. Type in open source AI noise filtering. And what do you know? It exists. And it seems to do pretty well because I've done comparisons between the free trial of the one Discord uses and this one, and they both do a really good job. Though the one from Discord can filter out if you snap your fingers, this one doesn't catch that as well. So let's see here. Got that, got that. Added a material. So let's go down here. Let's click on this. Let's make the base material the dark color. And now let's I know that is. Let's add a new material. Hit new material and click on this and click on this and click on the light one. It is a little bit less work for certain styles of yard to use a leaf blower. I know this from experience. I actually worked in landscaping. I technically still do. Um, but yeah, a lot of people use leaf blowers for things that like dude, you're not going to be doing anything worthwhile with that leaf blower. You're just going to be making a lot of noise and a lot of dirt flying in the air. Because like if you have a really large area, it's good to use a leaf blower to get the edges and move a lot of the material closer to the center, and then use a rake or use a type of leaf blowers that can be converted into a leaf vacuum that allows you to suck them up. Though you have to be careful with those depending on what type of leaf vacuum you have and what type of machinery inside of it, because a lot of the leaf vacuums have plastic blades. You suck up one rock and that plastic blade is history. I also know this from experience. Uh, okay, here, let's see. So now we need to assign this. And I think I'm going to also assign it to the whole thing here. So just do that. gets a little dizzy there. There we go. Okay, why don't we turn off the X-ray and do that. You've never seen a leaf vacuum. Yeah, I don't see a lot of them. I think it's because of that problem of sucking up rocks and breaking the blade. The blade would have to be like pretty dang strong, even made out of metal, and have a particular shape to be able to withstand that kind of impact. So I have a feeling that they don't get used much, and they only get used in certain situations where you know you don't have any rocks. Um, there's also bigger leaf vacuums that you attach to the back of a small uh, can't remember the name of it. Like it's a small vehicle that my brain's blanking on the name of right now, where you can attach a small trailer to it, and this leaf blower sits on the back. I should say this leaf vacuum sits on the back of this trailer, and it has its own deposit area where it deposits leaves into it, and you basically just drive along with this tractor. Maybe that's what I was looking for. This small tractor, and it sucks up the leaves and deposits them as it shreds them into a mulch bin, basically, that you pull along. Okay, so I've got this. Okay, should it be more than 2 wide? No, the lighter color is pretty skinny, so 2 wide should be fine. So we have 2, then we have 3, because the black is definitely, the darker green is definitely thicker. So let's see here. Man, is that leaf blower loud? I'm just glad the AI filter is actually working, because it's like, well, I don't know if it's gonna work for a leaf blower. They're pretty loud. Because I did some like tests with other noises that naturally happen around the apartment, and it worked fine. But I was like really kind of nervous about the leaf blowers, so that's awesome. That's the more industrial ones. The one I was talking about is like a more smaller one that you can buy yourself for like small tractors. Well, I shouldn't say small tractor. I should say lawn mowers. They're actually designed to be attached to the back of certain types of lawn mowers, so you can ride along and vacuum up the leaves. That's like another thing you can do with leaves if you have the right type of leaf blower, right type of lawnmower. You can run it over with a lawnmower and basically turn them into mulch for your lawn, and you don't have to do anything um, except run it over with a lawnmower. Okay, 3. So there you go. But it really depends on the type of lawnmower you have. Not every lawnmower can handle leaves. A lot of them get really clogged up if you're not careful. So there's that. Okay, so we are left with one big one on the back here. So let's see here. So yeah, I kind of see the leaf blower showing up a little bit on the audio mic. Yeah, because I wasn't talking, so the AI filter thought I wasn't talking, so I started bringing up the bass volume. So, any property that's less than 1 acre can be done fine with a push mower. Huh. Okay, so now we can assign this material, and that should have done it, I think. Okay. So, nope, that didn't do it. Okay, so yep, I can go back to what's selected. Wow, that is really Yeah, you can definitely hear something because he is like, what is he doing? Walking right past my door or something? Jiminy crickets. Let's see. Find active material to slot selected. Okay, so I can do that. So that does that. Select any slots. Okay, so it's mesh. Uh, select linked. No. Okay, so how do I? It was quiet before, but just now, yeah, I've noticed spiking on the mic a little bit too. So that's good. Good to know. I have a feeling it quiets down when I talk because the AI is picking up on a human speaking as opposed to background noise. So yeah, it goes down when if I'm talking. So I just need to keep talking while the leaf blower is nearby. Otherwise, you will hear the leaf blower, not my lovely voice. As I sit here trying to remember how to assign patterns to um do 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 do. Okay, here, let's see. So what did you do? Let's see. So what did you do? What did he do that made now different than 2 minutes ago so that's your data? Okay, my brain is not reading that correctly. Okay. Um, if you're asking the difference between why the leaf blower was loud and wasn't loud, I think it's because of the AI uses human speech and then filters out everything that's not human speech. So I have a feeling, I've done some tests. If you stop talking, the AI will start bringing up any noises it's hearing as opposed to human voice. And the moment a human starts speaking, everything else goes quiet except for the human speaking. Um, so that's why I've noticed with this. I don't know about the other AI, the one that's built into Discord now. Um, so I haven't played around with it outside of that. I just was like, they only give you like 100 minutes free of free AI noise processing. So I'm pretty sure there's an open source alternative. So I'll just go and get that. And I did it, and it works good enough. So let's see here. Okay, I think I just. Yep, there I go. Okay, so let's turn that off. So there we go. We have a multicolored cup. Okay. So, yep, there our cup is done. Okay. Now, I just need to scale it down to be appropriate. Excuse me. And the leaf blowers have moved away. Woohoo! Okay, so I'm going to zoom out on this a little bit. Then I'm going to hit this button. Wait for Blender to catch up. Okay. Hit this button. Grab this and move it outside. For now. Okay. Do this and do this. Okay. Now let's see here. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Uh, yeah, lot of objects there, none of which we actually have. Though I think we might have a Boeing 747 underneath the bed. Let me check. Okay, so now we got this. So now I just need to add. I think a cylinder this time for the pencils. So I'm going to add the cylinder here and isolate the views just to the cylinder. Ah. Okay. Okay, that was bugging me a little bit there. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Selected to cursor. Okay, I'm gonna create this big blue pencil first. Okay. So I'm gonna do this and let's just say select all of this and scale it down. And scale it down. Okay, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Okay. View aligned cursor. Okay. Did the redo. Ah, yes. I have no idea how the AI filter would handle that. Be fun, though. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. Done. Grab this. Let's put that on that axis. And that feels about right. Okay. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay, I have no idea what happened there. So time to do some undo. I think I actually know what happened now. So let's move this back down here. Turn that back on. Yep, that's what happened. Okay. Zoom out a little bit here. Okay. Check something here. Okay, that feels about right. That. Yes. Okay, and now mesh and merge at center. There we go. We now have a pencil. Well, the basic idea of it anyways. And let's see here. Okay, I think I know what I can do. So I'm going to do this and highlight that. And there's a subdivide. Is it under mesh or edges? I think it's edges. Yep. There we go. And we now have our sections all done up. So now I just need to tell my allergies to take a hike. Yeah. Okay. Let's add a material. Add another material. And add another material. Excuse me. Okay, so base material. Pick the blue. And next material will be brown. And final material will be the lead, which I need to zoom in on, because I need to sample that color. Okay. Now I just need to go into here, highlight those two, do that, highlight that, and there we go. One pencil. And actually, yeah, I believe I can highlight those two, and let's see. Now, yeah, like a lot of the pencils they use with their mouths, and it's just like some of the things I'm like looking at going, I think I would have designed those differently. Or we're just picking that because it looks like what we have. Okay. I can't remember where a certain setting was. Ah, there it is. So I believe, yep, that did just those two sections. Okay, cool. we now have a fully actualized pencil. Okay, so now we have a pencil done, and let's see, going to the chat room now. Earth ponies have the option of using mouths, or how do hooves work? Wings, those work fine as hands. Since unicorns use magic, why do things need hand grips? Yeah, like there's back during one of my first videos I released in this channel, I actually asked about it's like, so do unicorn cooks have to worry about burns, and do they have to worry about like somehow sterilizing their magic, or is their magic sterile by nature? Is there any kind of prep process they have to go through when they're preparing food and stuff like that? Like, also, are unicorn surgeons a thing? That would make sense. So yeah, there's like so many questions. Okay. Dee dee dee. Doo doo. Doo doo. Doo doo. Okay, grab the pencil and move it off to the side. Okay. Next, let's add another cylinder. Isolate it. And this time we're going to build this pencil right here. I also question if gloves keep dirt on your hands from getting on the food. What keeps dirt off the gloves? Well, it's the fact gloves are more about being able to remove what coats the gloves. Um, if you're talking about food preparation, it's all about moving from object to object with different sets of gloves without having to stop to wash your hands. So you wash your hands, then you put on a pair of clean gloves, then you prep the chicken or whatever poultry that you're working with. Then, once that chicken is prepped, you take the gloves off um, very carefully so you don't touch your hands as you're taking the gloves off. Then you put on another pair of gloves, and then you move on to salad or whatever. There's more steps in there that I'm leaving out that makes it even um, more safe. But that's the general idea, is you're actually changing the gloves out as you do different tasks. So if you're using gloves, disposable gloves, right, you're actually going through several pairs as you're doing a single task. So you're actually going through a lot more than most people think that you should go through pairs of gloves, because like you're supposed to like use a pair of gloves for one part of a collective task, so you don't transfer things from one spot to the other, because it's all about preventing transfer. So preventing any germs from going from the salad to something else, any germs going from the something else to something else. So you're changing out your gloves constantly. Yeah, most people don't. Though I have worked in a lot of restaurant areas, so I do see a lot of people using it correctly there. Because if you don't use it correctly there, you can get into serious health violations. But most people who use them outside, as in like not in any kind of work environment where there's regulations, no, they use it for the entire day or something. So yeah, like a lot of people don't get taught properly how to use disposable gloves, because they're only supposed to be for that one part of that task. It's all about preventing transfer. It's not protecting your hands, it's protecting the things you're touching. Um, and it's also supposed to speed up processing, because you're not stopping between each part of the task to wash your hands for 20 to 30 seconds. Um, Instead, you're taking off the glove, which takes like 5 seconds. if done properly. Probably somewhere around 10 actually if you're done doing it properly. And in some cases, you're actually supposed to wash your hands between changing gloves as well, because there's a higher danger between the two steps of this task. Well, that happens from that happens from a lot of work and a lot of different areas. So I only have bits and pieces of things. Also, I'm a very curious person, so whenever I go, I wonder if I'm doing this right. Like, actually read the Second Amendment sometimes. There's some clauses in there that people don't even know about. I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't want to get too political on anything. It's just like actually read the Second Amendment. You'll be surprised at what it actually covers and what it doesn't cover. So let's see here. I am building a pencil. So we are going to need to zoom out a little bit, make it editable, highlight that, make sure it's all highlighted. Grab, stretch that out to here. Grab this, and we're going to need, okay, so yeah, so we're going to extrude this. Then I'm going to highlight that. Going to subdivide. Then I'm going to highlight that, extrude this to there. And there we go. That is the pencil. So do that. We're going to need, I'm going to say 4 materials. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one's going to be this orange. And this one's going to be that color. And this one's going to be this color. And that color. Okay, that is a lovely shade of pink. That is a very lovely shade of pink. Okay. So I'm going to highlight this, and let's assign that. Highlight that. Assign that. And highlight that, and assign that. Okay, we now have a pencil. Let's see. My observation with a lot of political news is headlines. Guy votes on bill. What's in the bill? No one knows. The public never has read it to the public never has it read to them. Technically, bills are actually all available online to read, but then there's some that aren't. So yeah, politics just is so much fun. It shouldn't really be as complicated as it is, but there's other reasons for that. And as I said again, I'm not going to get too much into that. Otherwise, we could be here and make a lot of people very angry. And I don't feel like making people angry. I'm a very nice person. Okay, so we got this pencil done. So do this. Wow. That is funny. Because I didn't change the scale on any of these, but for some strange reason, that one... Actually, I think I did change the scale on at least the pencil. So that's kind of funny. I'm going to have to scale that one down. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So let's do that. So let's do this and select all. Zoom in and let's scale it down. How is it set to? Is it to center or how is our scale set up right Okay, it's set to bounding box. Well, let's set to 3D curse and go with that. D D D D D D D D D D D. Let's zoom in a little bit more here. Yeah, it could look like a chimney. That's not what I was going for, though. Oh, hey, I managed to peg it at the right size. Huh. All right. There we go. I think I'm going to need to scale these up slightly once I'm done, but I just need to create that last pencil. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, like, it must be a colored pencil is what I'm guessing. Um, because, like, colored pencils usually don't come with erasers on them because it's very hard to erase colored pencil because they kind of have a lot of wax in them to get that kind of dye. Uh, the coloring, the not dye. There's a word I'm looking for. I just can't think of it right now. But um, pigment. There it is. To get the pigment down, it's kind of like a little waxy, so it's really hard to erase. Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. Let's see here. D D D D D D D D D D D D D D D. Oh. Yeah, dye does have some fun origins, especially like why certain colors were important at certain times were based on how rare they were to manufacture. Like there's a reason we have a color called royal purple. That's because only the royal people could afford the process to make that type of purple dye. Okay, so now we need to add one more. Okay, so add another cylinder. Do, do. Okay, this one's pretty easy. Just zoom out, edit. Grab this and scale it up. Okay, and that's pretty much it. And I only need to add one material. Click on this, and that. And boom, that is done. Okay. Okay, now we grab this and move it over. Do. Um, let's go with individual origins. And what is it scaling up there? I want to scale around that. Okay, easy way to fix that. Okay. Cursor to selected. Okay. Let's do that again. There we go. Okay. Let's zoom in and scale it. Zoom in a little bit here. Grab that. Those are about the same size in the image there. Okay, so these look to be a little bit larger, or the cup is a little bit smaller. Excuse me. I'm gonna go with a little, these are a little bit larger. Okay, that feels about right. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go wireframe. Grab tops. Okay. Yep, that feels about right. Let's go over here. Highlight all of these and let's isolate it so we can get a better look at these as I'm working on stuff. Okay, let's go back to the chat room real quick here. You can get dyes from flowers, berries, but also from squids and snails, yeah, because of the inks and stuff that they have. Okay. Okay. Let's turn on material view so I can move these around a little bit here. Okay. That looks pretty good. Okay. So this one actually should be rotated a little bit that way. Actually, by the looks of this pencil, this one's actually facing towards the camera. Okay. There we go. Okay. Select all of it. Let's go back into the full view. Grab it, bring it over to the window we've been working with. Zoom in, scale down. Grab. Okay. I need to scale it just a little bit more down. After I zoom in a little bit here. Down there. Okay. Now, top-down view. Let's turn off the curtains here so I can get a better view of the shelf. Yeah, kind of funny. The curtain started out as a cube. Good to know. Okay, there we go. Okay, grab this and I think that's about where it needs to be. We now need to turn on the curtain because okay. Let's see. I also need to rotate. Rotate, I said. That. Okay. Maybe. Okay, let's go to this view. That. Okay. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks good. And it's just past 12, so time to start wrapping up the stream after I hit the save button here. Okay, I think that's pretty good. We built a cup. We got the camera angle adjusted a little bit more to match the reference from the show. I just need to calibrate things in a little bit more. Next time I'll probably add these little under things, which won't take long because, you know, it's just build the same thing, add the texture to it, well, add the material to it, duplicate it, and I will have two of them pretty quickly. After that, I'll pick something from the other reference images to build, and we'll go from there. And then I think we're getting pretty close to wrapping up the inside of the CMC Clubhouse. Once that's done, I'm going to move on to the outside and start texturing and building and constructing things out there. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me for this stream. Thank you for the wonderful chat, Sasami-chan. Thank you for everyone who's seeing this on demand later. The usual YouTube stuff, please clink. I'm not quite sure what a clink is, but please click on the links down below if you would like. They lead to places like my DeviantArt, my Tumblr, my Twitter. I also have a Patreon and a Ko-fi if you'd like to support the channel monetarily. If you don't have those kind of finances, spread this video around, link to it, share it with your friends, share it online. Like, subscribe, watch other videos on this channel. Ember's Reading Room is good. It's apparently one of the most popular video series on this channel. Thank you, Salami-chan, again for those wonderful books. We're working our way through them. We have plenty of recordings. I just need to sit down and edit them. But life, thanks to multiple things, has been wonderfully busy. So also ADHD can be a real fun thing to make things much harder than they should be. Okay, well, thank you all for joining me. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching this stream. Thank you for watching our other videos on our channel. And I hope you all have a nice day and, well, have a nice time wherever you are. I will see you all again next time. Bye-bye.